Good morning, dear children. And in today's lecture, we will study about the language of chemistry. So, in short, I'll tell you in this video, we will learn about the different symbols used for an element and how these symbols are used, right? Then we will learn about the valency, radicals, acid and basic radicals, chemical formula, and how to write the chemical reaction. So without wasting our time, let's begin our video. Coming to the symbol of an element, it represents the short form of an element. The symbol is qualitative or quantitative significance. Qualitatively, it represents the name of the element, and quantitatively, it represents one atom of an element, its atomic weight, and which is expressed in atomic mass unit, that is AMU. I'm repeating, atomic mass unit, that is AMU. Now we know that the symbols are the short form. How these symbols are right? There are certain rules which we used to follow, and first among them is that the first letter of the name of an element is used as its symbol. For example, if we write carbon, then the first letter is C. So the first letter, that is capital C, will be assigned as its symbol. But in case if the two or the more elements have the same letter, that is the first letter, then we used to combine the first two letters. That is, in case of cobalt, the first letter is C as same of the carbon, but the second letter is O. So that's why its symbol used is CO. The first letter of the symbol will be written in the capital form, and the other one will be written in the small letter. So sometime if elements, more than one element or the two elements are having the same first letter, then for some of the elements their Latin names are used as their symbols. For example, here we will discuss about the sodium. So the Latin name of the sodium is natrium. So that's why its symbol is Na. Moving on to the valency, the combining capacity of an element is called its valency. That is the number of electrons an element gain or it lose. I'm repeating, the number of electrons are gained or lost in order to attain the stability is called valency of an atom. In case of the metals usually lose electrons, as they have, in order to attain the stability, after losing the electron, they will have the stable noble gas configuration. So when an atom lose electron, it gain positive charge, and a atom carrying positive charge is called the cation or called the basic radical. Here I'm compiling two topics. I'm explaining valency, cations as well as radicals. So again I'm saying, when an atom lose electron, it gain positive charge and it is called a cation or basic radical, whereas when an atom lose electron, it acquire negative charge and they are called anions or the acid radicals. Now moving on, some of the elements show the valency 1. So I want to make it very clear that valency always varies from 1 to 4, right? So an atom can lose one electron or gain 2 electron. 2 electrons can be gained or lost, 3 electrons can be gained or lost, and 4 electron, and so on, right? So the elements which show the valency 1, right? So either they are gaining 1 electron or losing 1 electron, they are called the monovalent electron. So similarly, elements showing the valency 2 are called the divalent elements. Elements showing the 3 valency are called the trivalent, as well as the elements showing the valency 4 are called tetravalency elements. And there are certain elements which show the valency more than one variable states, so they are called they are used to have the variable valency. So this is all about today's video, and I hope that these short descriptions will help you to understand the topics given in the book in a better way. Thank you.